Hey guys, it's Paul from Husky Beard, or Paul from Husky. That sounds kind of weird. I'll have to think of something else. But the journey has lasted me 1 year and 3 weeks. And the question I get every now and then is, why did I quit? Why did you stop? Are you still taking it? Are you still using this stuff? Here are a couple of reasons. Alright, so I think it'd be better to just show it off on a graph illustrated here. So right now, for the reasons why I've quit, 50% side effects. I don't know if this is backwards or not, but I hope not. 20% has its own standing outside of side effects, even though it's technically a side effect. It's a side effect of fatigue, or really the consequence of fatigue, I think. 10%, I'm broke. I'll get to that in a second. And then last but not least is lost hope, motivation, or good progress. Okay, so side effects, 50%, it's actually quite worrisome. You know, I want to optimize my health as much as possible, and the thing is, a YouTuber left this comment one day. He's like, if a doctor prescribed you a certain medicine and you told your doctor that you experienced these side effects, he would tell you to stop. He would tell you to take something else. But, you know, with the Minoxidil journey, it's oftentimes, it's like encouraged to keep going. You have to keep going. You have to persist. If you don't persist, you're weak. You're gonna have wasted that time. And there is some certain truth and some certain opinions in that. Alright, so let's talk about fatigue, even though this is technically a side effect. With fatigue, I'm not really concerned with my health. I'm more concerned with the effects of fatigue, the consequences of fatigue. It has consequences, like it has drastic consequences. Like every single day, I want to put as much energy and like as much focus into my goals. And like I want to be excited, and part of that process of achieving those goals is like the excitement, the energy to do so, the ambition and stuff. When you have fatigue, you're not thinking of that. You're thinking of sleeping. You're thinking of being tired. With Minoxidil 10%, I would get fatigued a lot of times, like almost 90% of the time after I apply it. About 1 hour, I would feel myself up like, man, why am I tired? Like, and then I'd be like, oh yeah, I applied Minoxidil, that's why. Minoxidil 10%, by the way. I just want to point out that 50% the side effects and the fatigue, this is primarily for Minoxidil 10%. Before, when I was applying Minoxidil 5%, I'm gonna be unbiased here. I didn't really experience fatigue at all. Side effects, I did experience it, but not to this extent. If this was for 5%, this would probably, side effects would probably be like 30%. So, and then the 10%, I'm broke. Some of you guys might be like, what? I thought you had a business. I thought you were making a bunch of money and stuff. It's like, as an entrepreneur, as a startup business, all of your funds, all that stuff is all going into the business. So it's actually like a break even, because like the profit you make, you're putting more money into the business. You're testing new things. You're testing new like platforms. You're acquiring more customers and stuff. So I'm actually freaking broke right now. The reason is because I spent a lot of money in preparation for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So it's kind of, I took a large risk, took out a actually $6,000 loan, and I borrowed $3,000 from my grandma, and I quickly ran through that money, so I'm actually pretty broke. Alright, so that was pretty straightforward. So the last 20% is lost hope, motivation, and lack of good progress. I think whenever I get new gains, they always shed. Like sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I feel like it's darker. Like I think it looks like it's darker. But as every single month went by, I didn't really, it's not that much. Like it's so faint, it's so little. Now, basically with lost hope and lost motivation is because if you look at my older videos, like if you watched me through this journey, some of you guys have been through this whole entire journey with me. It started with a huge like burning passion, man. It's like, I mean, I simply wanted to grow facial hair, and then once I started getting that, I was like, damn, this is fucking cool. Like, I'm actually getting gains. And then I started uploading videos and stuff, got a lot of encouragement, became a hugely part of the community and research and everything, and then that fueled my passion. I was like, it gives me a more drive. People are like, man, it's just facial hair. Why are you so superficial? Like, they say like, oh, you're a good looking guy, man. You don't have to like You don't have to do this. You look okay, clean shaven and stuff. And like the thing is, I'm not doing it because I don't feel like I'm valuable or attractive without a facial hair. It's just something that I've wanted. In my everyday experience, if I see Asian people, I've never seen an Asian bearded guy. I've seen one guy that had as much scruff as me. It's not the most common thing ever. You can find a good amount of Asian people with beards in the Minox beard spot on YouTube, and congrats to them. Distinguishable factor, an Asian guy with a beard. So one of the conclusions is that I'm currently still on Minoxidil 10%. I apply it like twice a week. I'm just gonna run through the bottle and then might get myself another bottle of 5% in the future. Not sure yet. It's just the fact that I'm just busy a lot with other stuff and I'm just not as focused on the beard anymore. And to me, it's just like, I gotta, you know, I mean, the easy answer to this, everything I've said in this video, is stop using 10%. Go ahead and hop back on 5% and try to experiment with other things like onion juice, like other home remedies and stuff like that, and things I could. But like I said, the desire and the motivation is not necessarily there as much. So to leave you guys with the last note, like I said, this journey is not it's not set in stone. You know, I rebranded my channel because I want to keep Husky Beard business away from my personal stuff. This is personal. This is not. I'm not here to sell you anything. This is just like a brotherhood community, just talking to you guys. With Minoxidil, I'm not set in stone. I'm not saying I'm gonna quit forever. I mean, who knows? Maybe a month after this video, I'll be like, hey guys, it's Paul from Husky Beard. Here's my Minoxidil 5% bottle. So, I don't know. I guess we'll wait till then. You guys stuck around with me, and that's awesome. Appreciate it. Please leave a like in your comments below and subscribe. And thank you guys for watching.